In addition to being regarded as one of the top football players in the world right now, Kylian Mbappé is a young man who is very skilled at living a life of luxury. But have you ever wondered how this athlete lives? In this movie, you will learn about Kylian Mbappe's opulent lifestyle. Before we begin, I dare you to click subscribe and activate notifications on all the options. If you can do that in less than 5 seconds, please let me know in the comments with the hashtag biggest subscribe. Okay, let's get going. Career, known only as Kylian Mbappé. Kylian Mbappé Latin was born in 1998 in the French capital of Paris. Despite coming from modest beginnings, he is currently regarded as one of the best players in the world. His greatest inspiration is football legend Pelé. He always sought to emulate Cristiano Ronaldo's football career. Started at AS Monaco, where he made a lot of noise before being signed by Monaco, a team for which Mbappé became the youngest player in the first team at just 16 years of age. Because of his football's caliber, it didn't take long for him to begin drawing a lot of interest from major teams, and subsequently agreed to a loan with Paris Saint-Germain, which turned into a permanent transfer in 2018, making him, at the age of 20, the second most expensive player in the world at the time. Sporting a French national team jersey, the young striker, known for his excellent dribbling skills and ability to play on either side thanks to his ability with both feet, won the World Cup and was named the best young player of the competition. As a result of all of this, Mbappé is one of the biggest promises to become the best football player in the world, be one of the most financially successful players, and of course, live a life full of luxuries. Prodigy. Everyone is aware that Kylian Mbappé earns one of the highest salaries of any athlete in the world, which allows him to afford to live in opulent homes. The player's residence was no less than a duplex flat in one of the most upscale buildings in the area, according to some sources, who claim that he formerly resided in a luxurious apartment overlooking the iconic Eiffel Tower in the French capital city of Paris. In addition, the striker should have a spectacular view of the city from his apartment, which is on the top floor. You can get a good idea of this by looking at records of penthouses in the same neighborhood, and based on the rental costs of other nearby properties, you can estimate how much the striker paid to live there. The player is rumored to have purchased a new home in the incredibly elite neighborhood of Neuilly, which is frequented by several other social media personalities. According to certain sources, Mbappé had to pay about $40,000 per month. Mbappé has already made some of the records inside his residence. According to what was displayed, it is clear that the decor of the home is based on neutral tones and creams with traditional wood finishes that appear to be very opulent. It is even thought that the player has access to a swimming pool for relaxation. According to media reports, the young striker invested almost $10 million to buy this property. Cars. The fact that Kylian Mbappé does not possess a driver's license surprises a lot of people, but it does not prevent him from always traveling in comfortable vehicles. He has been spotted, for instance, driving a Volkswagen Tiguan, a stylish SUV whose most recent and complete models can cost up to $40,000. Additionally, he shared images of himself driving an electric Volkswagen ID 0.4 Cross, a 100 with a cutting-edge look. The vehicle can cost up to $50,000 and has a battery that allows it to travel more than 310 miles per hour. He also shared a photo of himself exiting what seemed to be an Audi A6 Avant, a wagon-styled car whose most recent variants start at about $60,000 and price increase. He has already been spotted driving a luxury SUV from the Mercedes lineup that appeared to be from the Gull model. To give you a sense of the cost of this vehicle, modern models start at about $80,000 and go up somewhat more. The player drives a Volkswagen Multivan, which is perfect for moving around in comfort and with extra space. Its estimated cost is $85,000, making it even more pricey. The player has also been spotted driving a Volkswagen Touareg, a different SUV from the German manufacturer that is much more capable and roomy. It comes as no surprise that to get one of these, one may need to fork over more than $10,110 for the newest models. A gigantic car that can provide plenty of room and ergonomics for all of its occupants. The Mercedes-Benz V-Class is another extremely pleasant vehicle that the Frenchman has. To enjoy this comfy Mercedes car, it may be necessary to invest up to $150,000. Several sources speculate that Kylian Mbappé owns a Ferrari 90 Straight Ale, one of the brand's fastest vehicles, which has a Super V8 engine and can accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds, while reaching an incredible top speed of 210 miles per hour. Perhaps because of this, a car with 0 miles on the odometer can cost over $600,000. Income sources. Given that he is regarded as one of the best football players in the world and one of the biggest prospects of the next generation of players, Kylian Mbappé not only earns a sizable wage as one of the stars of Paris Saint-Germain, but he also has additional sources of income. The young person has gained worldwide fame through social media. For instance, he is one of the most followed football players on Facebook alone, where he has 15 million fans, but it is on Instagram where he has more followers. More than 70 million people follow Mbappé every day, making him the most well-known person in France, surpassing other outstanding athletes like Karim Benzema, Antoine Griezmann, Paul Pogba, and Zidane. Additionally, because of his fame, Mbappé may make a lot of money by working with and endorsing a variety of businesses. Some of the brands he has done this for include Christian Dior, PlayStation 5, FIFA, and many others. According to estimates, Mbappé receives almost $1,500,000 a year solely for serving as an ambassador for the Swiss luxury watchmaker Hublot, as well as being sponsored by the athletic apparel maker Nike. His contract is reportedly worth around $5 million a year, according to certain reports. When all of his endorsements are considered, it is predicted that he will earn almost $15 million annually. Not bad at all, is it? From this, we may infer that Kylian Mbappé is not solely dependent on his football player wage. Fortune. Kylian Mbappé, who is regarded as one of the top football players in the world right now, has amassed enough cash at the age of just 23 to enable him to retire and lead a life of extreme comfort for the rest of his days. To give you an idea of his income, when he was around 17 years old and playing for Monaco, for instance, it is estimated that he had a salary that typically hovered around $95,000 per month. While this is an excellent salary for a young player like him, it is significantly less than what he now makes after being transferred to Paris Saint-Germain. Kylian Mbappe's pay has increased by a factor of 100, placing him fourth on the list of the highest-paid athletes in the world, behind superstars like Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar Jr., and Lionel Messi. According to some sources, the striker earns a salary plus performance bonuses of almost $28 million per season. If we also include the money he receives from sponsorships, his annual income exceeds the trifle of $40 million. And everything points to an increase in this enormous income. This is because Kylian Mbappé is at the top of the list of the most valuable players in the world, estimated to be worth about 180 million euros, all of which suggests that if he continues to play as well as he is, he will likely be valued even higher. Although no one is certain of the exact value of his fortune given the amount of money he receives, it is not an exaggeration to say that his net worth could be in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Hey, we hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and recommend new videos for the BBC GIST channel so that we can pique your interest.